This video contains copyrighted material, which use, in accordance with U.S. copyright law, 17 U.S.C. Section 107 fair use, is allowed for the purposes of criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, and/or research, and is not an infringement of copyright. This is a non-profit, educational video, with the purpose of promoting social, political and economic awareness.
It's quite clear that Black is paedophilic, and there's no doubt at all about that.
I think Robert Black is probably best summed up as he is the definition of every parent's nightmare.
But also, Black is full-on psychopathic and has no capacity for empathy or remorse for his victims whatsoever.
You were watching Caroline. Then what did you do?
Nothing. Did my job. And once the victim is secured, they become merely a vehicle for his expression of paedophiliac desires.
It would seem that from the moment Black woke up in the morning till the moment he went to bed at night, his thoughts were given over to the abuse of children.
Predator. That could be anyone, anywhere. I'm a stranger that lives in your neighborhood, or a member of your church, even a parent, a relative, a friend of one of your school children. I may be a youth volunteer, a teacher, a pastor. I look and act like others around me. And I'm only a click away on the internet.
I'm a child predator. Many underestimate the number of female predators. And when we are caught, the courts are often lenient. You've seen the reports. We too are teachers, parents, church volunteers. Without a criminal record, we are hard to detect and find. Pay close attention. I'm not far away.
We have a warning for parents tonight. Be careful who you hire to entertain your kids at a party, because you never know who you're going to end up with. As News 4 WOAI troubleshooter Brian Collister found out, it could be a convicted pedophile.
To help keep your kids safer, the troubleshooters recently won a fight to require the Texas Department of Public Safety to release more information about what sex offenders do for a living. When we got this new information, we found something very disturbing. You see, this San Antonio child molester has been working as a clown. Why are you a clown? You're a sex offender.
I have no idea who's behind the mask. These are pedophiles. These are people that prey on our children.
Child predators, plain dress up. Police say parents need to know that they are out there.
Close enough to hug and touch your child.
They're getting stimulated by that one touch. You don't see it. We don't know it because they're hidden under that costume, but that's their sexual stimulation. Keep your children away from these mascots. Keep your children away from anybody dressed up, coming up to embrace your child. Know who your child's around. Know what they're doing.
Sex by 8, or it's too late. That's not the unspoken thought of the adolescent boy who wants to seduce his girlfriend before her parents get home. It's got nothing to do with 8 p.m. Sex by 8, or it's too late, is the motto for the North American Man-Boy Love Association, or NAMBLA. And they mean 8 years old.
is one of the worst fears that parents ever have, their child being sexually abused.
Tonight, we're going to try to help you understand how predators manipulate children into trusting them and then use that trust to harm them. Jennifer Waugh has interviewed a convicted sexual predator who was serving a 25-year sentence for molesting local children who ranged in age from 4 to 10. It is an interview he asked to do, telling us he wants to help warn parents about
criminals. Father carried a dark secret for years until he decided to confess his crimes.
Bit by bit, he admitted on tape to molesting a young child.
His confession was so convincing, the prosecutor charged him.
But what happened next sent a family into a tailspin. Come 4's Molly Shen asks, where is justice for Bella?
Bella was a rosy-cheeked, bright-eyed baby. Like all children, before she could form words, she showed her joy in her smile and her frustration in her cries. But Bella had more to tell than she could express.
What are you doing?
Her story came out years later in tape-recorded conversations between her parents. Jason Sherwood confessed on tape to molesting his daughter.
I want to thank you all for taking the time to come out. The things we're going to talk about today is really near and dear to my mind, my wife's heart. God has called us to a ministry that deals with the protection of our babies. I don't think you all would object to that, would you? But I'd like to ask a question. If we took a poll of the youngsters, of the kids in this church, between the ages of 4 and 9, how many of those kids would recognize molestation? If we took a poll for the kids between 4 years old and 9 years old, how many of those kids would know if they're being molested? You said 100%? I doubt it. How can it be 100% if they're not taught? You said if they're taught. But the problem in our church is we don't teach it. We don't talk about molestation. And as we travel, you'd be surprised how many adults we talk with that have been molested. This is a real touchy subject, only because Satan wants it to be. I'm going to repeat that. This is a touchy subject only because Satan wants it to be.